Hi guys, I'm Christopher and I did this project on the Wright brothers. Who I chose and why I chose them. I chose the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers were smart and creative people that were nice. They are one of the most important people in our history. They were inventors of airplanes. They also worked for a bicycle company called the Wright Cycle Exchange. Early life. The Wright brothers were born in the United States. One of the brothers, Wilbur, was born on April 16, 1867. The other brother, Orville, was born on August 19, 1871. The Wright brother Wilbur was born in Millville, Indiana. Orville was born in Dayton, Ohio. Childhood. Wilbur lived with his sister, Catherine, brothers Orville, Lachlan, Lauren, and his dad and mom. Wilbur Wright was a very good student in school. He also built kites and many other toys with his brother Orville. Wilbur liked playing football and spending time with his older brothers. When he was 18, he got hit in the head with a hockey stick. Orville didn't like going to school, but he loved going to his friend's house. When he was 5, he was able to walk to school by himself, but instead of going to school, he went to his friend's house. Some characteristics about Orville is that he was full of energy and was sneaky. Middle/adult life. Neither of the Wright brothers went to college. The Wright brothers worked with printers and later on building. Neither of the brothers were married. The Wright brothers were a huge impact on making the first airplane. Some hobbies that the Wright brothers had were fixing bikes and building. Challenges and solutions. Struggle/challenge. Their mom was sick with tuberculosis. Solution. Trying to take care of her. Sadly, she died on July 4th, 1889. Another struggle. Orville was sick with a deadly disease. Solution. His brother and his sister took care of him. He eventually got better. Achievement and contributions. The Wright brothers will always be remembered for their flight. They were all over newspapers after it happened, but some didn't believe it. Wilbur had a record for longest flight in length. His record did not last very long. Later life. The boys never stopped building things, plumbing, and making toys. Sadly, the Wright brothers no longer live. Wilbur Wright died on May 20th, 1912, when he was 45 from an infection called typhoid. Orville Wright kept promoting flyer until he died. Orville Wright died in 1948 when he was 76 from 2 heart attacks.
My goodness.
Timeline. 1867. Wilbur Wright was born in Millville, Indiana, 1871. Orville Wright was born in Dayton, Ohio, 1876. Orville Wright skipped school to go to his friend's house. 1885. Wilbur Wright got hit in his face with a hockey stick. 1889. Susan Wright died from tuberculosis. 1889. Orville Wright published his first newspaper when he was a teenager. 1892. Orville Wright started entering bike races. 1892. The Wright brothers made a store called the Wright Cycle Exchange. 1896. Orville Wright became very ill with typhoid fever. Wilbur 1899. Wilbur Wright wrote a letter to the
Smithsonian Institution.
1901. After testing the glider, Wilbur gave a speech. 1902. Wilbur Wright set the set a record for the longest glider flight. 1903, Orville Wright took the first flight ever. 1912, Wilbur Wright died from typhoid, a serious infection, at age 45. 1948, Orville Wright died from 2 heart attacks at age 76. Conclusion. I'm glad I got to learn about the history of the Wright brothers. They were creative and good people. I'm sure that people were shocked when the Wright brothers died. And that's it for mine. Bye, guys.